Genus Specific, Pothos. Pothos is one of the most common and popular houseplants around. It's loved for its ability to tolerate a wide range of growing conditions and for its beautiful variegated foliage. There are a number of different Pothos varieties commonly available, some with obvious differences and others that are a lot more subtle. This makes Pothos a fun group of plants to collect. Chapter 1, Pothos Background. For such a common houseplant, Pothos has gone through a lot of name changes since it was first introduced into European horticulture in the late 1800s. Currently, the botanical genus Pothos belongs to is Epipremnum, but over the last 100 years or so, it's also been classified as a Scindapsus and a Rhaphidophora. Now, if that's not confusing enough, the plants we call Pothos were once botanically known as Pothos, but even that's changed. That means the plants with the botanical name Pothos aren't even in the same genus as those with the common name Pothos. Pothos is perhaps the most ubiquitous common name, but you might also see it offered as devil's ivy, reportedly because of its vining habit and its ability to grow in low light. Taro vine and tonga vine have also been used to describe it. Outdoors, Pothos is often found as a ground cover or growing up tree trunks in the tropics. This climbing habit is the source of its botanical name. Epipremnum comes from the word epi, which means upon, and premnum, which means trunk. Here's a fun fact. When it's young, the leaves are just a few inches long, but as a Pothos plant matures, each leaf can get as long as 3 feet, and they may develop monstera-like cuts called fenestrations. Chapter 2, Pothos Varieties. There are more than a dozen different species within the Epipremnum clan. Most come from Southeast Asia, including the Solomon Islands, Borneo, Polynesia, India, and New Guinea. The two most common species are golden pothos, which is botanically known as Epipremnum aureum, and Epipremnum pinnatum. Here at Costa Farms, we currently grow several varieties of golden pothos, including Marble Queen. This is a classic that shows off beautiful heart-shaped leaves, heavily marbled and creamy white. Neon is a selection that has bright chartreuse new growth. The more light it gets, the more eye-catching it becomes. Pearls and Jade is a mutation of Marble Queen that has smaller leaves variegated with shades of white, gray, cream, and green. Manjula is a highly variable variety with large wavy leaves that can show off any number of variegation patterns, usually in shades of white, cream, and green. Jessenia is a sportive Marble Queen that was discovered here at Costa Farms and has chartreuse or light green leaves marbled with medium green streaks or splashes. Global Green is a newer selection that features mid-green leaves that have irregular dark green edges. We also grow a couple of varieties of Epipremnum pinnatum, including the popular Cebu Blue, which features light green leaves that have a distinctive silvery blue cast, and Baltic Blue, which shows off dark blue-green leaves. As they mature, Epipremnum pinnatum varieties develop dramatic fenestrations, making them look a lot like monsteras. Though they're common houseplants, Pothos varieties can be fast-growing outdoors in tropical frost-free locations, and they can climb to 60 feet or more. They're actually considered invasive in some areas. Chapter 3, Pothos Care. Its tolerance to a wide range of growing conditions is largely what's made Pothos such a popular houseplant today. It appreciates bright light, but keep it out of direct sun. Keep in mind that in its native habitat, it grows up tree trunks where it's protected from the sun's rays by the rainforest canopy. Pothos can hold up pretty well to neglect, so it's forgiving if you forget to water it from time to time. That said, it grows best when watered regularly, so when the top couple of inches of the potting mix start to dry to the touch, water again. If in doubt, it's better to keep your Pothos too dry than too wet. Like a lot of houseplants, we also recommend keeping it away from hot or cold drafts, so avoid a spot near a heating or air conditioning vent or near a drafty door or window. Being subtropical, Pothos grows best in temperatures above 50 degrees Fahrenheit or 10 degrees Celsius. For more information on Pothos and other indoor and outdoor plants, be sure to check out our plant finder online at costafarms.com.